Alright guys, welcome to another Whoa. What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Mr. Pips TV. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be starting out the motorcycle portion of these videos on here. I'm going to give you a little walk around of my motorcycle Sylvia. I don't know if any of you guys out there that ride motorcycles name your bikes. I named mine. I'm gonna go ahead, just do a little bit of walk around on it, show you some of the, I haven't really been taking that good care of her, but gonna show you a little bit of walk around of some of the stuff that I need to fix. Hopefully over this next coming year, I'll be able to show you me fixing up the bike a little bit more and stuff like that. There's a lot that needs to be done with it, but it'll get done in due time. Go ahead, check it out. So this is Sylvia. She is my 2007 Suzuki Boulevard M50. There are two versions of this bike. Well, technically it's based off of the old Suzuki Marauder, which is an older model bike before they came out with this in 2007. There are two versions of the bike starting out. There's the M50, which is this one right here. It's got kind of what's called a sports cruiser look to it, kind of higher ride position and sloped off of the back right there. I think it has a little bit more torque than the C50 edition. The C50 edition is basically just is more of a traditional cruiser style version of the motorcycle. Same cc, they're both 805cc motors in them. They have the exact same engine, just this one I think is tuned up a little bit better for more torque and stuff like that. I've had her for 3 years, and as you can probably see, I haven't really taken that good care of her right now. The last year and a half I've been living in apartments. Actually, the last 2 years I've been living in apartments and places that I couldn't store the bike indoors or anything like that. And I guess I just couldn't be fucked to get a cover. As you can see, there's some wear on it right here. Nice and rusty right there. There's normally a seat right here, but I ended up taking off that seat the other day. I actually used this motorcycle to jump my car, which is seriously not recommended, but I thought it was a good idea because the car still had some power, just not enough to start the engine. And it ended up working fine. Obviously I drove the bike here and everything's running according to plan, but there's that little bit, well, I say a little bit, there's a shit ton of rust right there. I used to have saddlebags. These are saddlebag mounts right here. And the saddlebags would sit right here, and there's a strap that would go over here and come in contact with that. And over like the year that I had those saddlebags, they would be rubbing up on the chrome right there and kind of scratching it up and everything. Plus, with it being outside all the time, the saddlebags would retain water. They weren't leather saddlebags or anything like that. They're just cloth type saddlebags and stuff. So they retained water, and then adding in the scratching up right there made that rust up like crazy. Over here is another thing. Leaving it out in the elements and everything like that made this kind of scratch up, or not scratch up, but kind of tear up pretty bad. It used to be just a little nick right here. I don't know if I just like got something caught, like maybe my keys rubbed up against it or something, but water kind of got in and froze, and then thawed and froze and thawed and froze, and just like splitting that apart, in addition to just riding on it all the time, kind of ruined that. Over here, this is from the original owner. I guess he kept his full key ring on his key whenever he put it or rode the bike and stuff, which ended up scratching all this shit up right here. Now this is just plastic, so that's going to be kind of easy to fix. Other than that, the bike is perfectly fine. Probably in the next couple months, maybe whenever I get my tax return, I want to go ahead and either try and clean off that rust, or just go ahead and take off the sissy bar saddlebag assembly completely and kind of mess with that. I also need to get a new seat cover or fashion a new seat, one of the two, whichever one's easier, and then either paint this up or just get a new plastic frame replacement. Whenever riding season comes back around, I want to go ahead and fix up this bike and clean her up some, and I don't know, if I get a nice set of tools in my garage, now that I got a garage, I want to try and like play with this back end over here and see if I can like cut that down and make it kind of more of a bobber style or something like that. We'll give it a shot this time around, now that I'm not in my garage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, see you guys back at the house. Okay, so that was just a little walk around of my motorcycle right there. I actually decided to take it out for a little drive around town. I haven't driven it in a little bit. It being January, it's actually really warm for January here in Austin, but you know, it was fine mostly. It was going to be a short drive. I had to drop off something at the post office. I made the mistake of assuming it was warmer than it actually was, and I didn't go with any gloves, and I didn't have any socks on my shoes. I'll give you the full specs and everything like that, all the information on my bike down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Pips. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Mr. Pips TV. Today we're gonna be doing. Fuck.